Get ready because today we're going to learn how to make pixel art.
Whoa!
So make sure to follow along with this video. And if I'm ever going too fast, you can always pause the video and rewind it using the scroll bar underneath the video. So this project is going to be a pixel heart.
Ooh!
But what we're really learning is how to make pixel art in general. So once you're done with this, you'll be able to draw anything you want. Stuff like this, or this, or this, or even this. Any of your favorite characters. And it's super, super fun. In fact, it's a lot like knitting. All right, enough talk. Ready to draw? So first, let's draw a black dot. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use a character. So you should see a menu of characters on the right, and if you don't, there's a plus symbol next to play. So tap on that, and now we have our cool characters, and you can pick whichever character you want, but I'm going to pick Stargirl. So drag her out, and she is our artist. And let's give her a new rule. So what we're going to do is that when we tap on Stargirl, she is going to draw a big black dot. So let's pick when character is tapped. Great. Now to draw, we're going to have to go to drawing, which is a purple block. So pick drawing and pull out leave a trail. Now this block on its own has certain characteristics. It will draw a long, thin line. This is its width, which is very thin. It's only 10. And this is its length. It moves 300, so it's going to be very long. And this is its color. So we're going to change all three of these. So first let's change the color to black. Great. Now let's change the width to 300. It's going to be very big. Let's change the length, which is that red block, just to 1. So it's not a line, it's just a dot. Big round dot. And let's see what that looks like. So when you tap on Stargirl, boom, nice. Now, you probably didn't notice, but in order to draw that dot, Stargirl had to move one tiny space to the right. And every time you tap on her, you'll see her do that. So if we tap on her constantly, you can see her slowly moving to the right. But we don't want that to happen. We want her, instead, to draw a dot and come right back to the exact center of that dot. So let's make a little change. Go back to Edit, and go to Movement, and pull out another Move Forward block, and put it under the first Move Forward, but inside the Leave a Trail. And here we're going to use -1. So this moves her back the same length that she first moved. Alright, so she's done that, and now she's in the center of the block, and now we want to move her one entire dot over so she can draw her next dot. So we're going to move forward one entire dot length. So let's pull out a Move Forward block and put it under the Leave a Trail. And let's make it 300. Let's see what that looks like. Tap, tap, tap. Great. Awesome. So let's go back. Now that's a pretty big dot. Can we make it smaller? Let's make it 100. And also, let's make sure to move forward only the length of the dot. So now we have a width of 100 and we move forward 100 after that. Now let's see what that looks like. Tap, tap, tap. So cool. Awesome. So let's come back. So all this code we just wrote was all to get Stargirl to draw 1 pixel. So let's call all of this one block called draw 1 pixel. So that is an ability. So go to My Abilities and tap on the gray plus symbol next to My Abilities. And let's call this block we're making black dot. Great, create. Now drag, that's a new block. Now drag that new block out to the editor and open it up by tapping on the pencil symbol next to the title. Now it's opened up and we can drag everything else into there, and let's do that. So drag the Leave a Trail block and the Move Forward. Now it's very important to remember to keep the order the same when you're doing this. So you should have a Leave a Trail, move forward, and then a Move Forward of 100. Alright, so we have it all in that block. Now let's close it up by tapping this arrow next to the title of the block. Nice. Now you have all that code in one single block. Isn't that awesome?
So cool.
And now, anytime I add this block to Stargirl's rules, she'll do that. So why don't we drag another black dot under this, and another, and another, and another. Now let's test that out. Now just tap on her once. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, let's go back. Okay, so let's take these all away except for one. And you've noticed me changing the size a lot, and we're going to want to change the size of these pixels a lot later. But it's kind of annoying to have to write a new number in both this block and this block, and then when we have other pixels, to have to change the number everywhere. If you don't want it to be 100 and you want it to be 3, you should only have to change that once and everything else listens. And the way we can do that is using a little trick called values. So tap on this width space again right here, and you'll see that the calculator pops back up, and next to it you'll see values. Tap on that and go to, on the bottom next to the check mark, plus new value. Tap on that, and let's add a new value, and let's call it pixel size. Great. So think of values as numbers that you can change later. So if I drag this value all the way over to the width, then the width will be whatever I say pixel size is. Except we haven't said what number we want pixel size to be. So let's say that. So press checkmark to get out of here, and go down to yellow, which is values, and look for set value. And pull that out up on top of everything. And this tells us what we want pixel size to be from the beginning. So we're using pixel size, so tap on that. And then for the number, tap on that, and pick whatever you want. I'm going to pick 100. Great. Tap, okay. Now, with the move forward block, let's tap on that and go to values and find pixel size and drag that out there. Great. So now if we change this number to 5, or to 2, or to 100, that changes for here and anywhere else pixel size is used. And I don't have to change this to 5, and this to 5, and this to 5, and this to 5. I only have to change it once, and that's going to be really helpful for us later. Cool. So now we're ready to draw our heart. You excited?
Pumped.
Great. So now we're ready to actually draw our heart. So let's look at this pixel heart that I found on the internet. Now let's look at the first line. What do we see? We would have to draw 2 black dots, and then move right 1, and then draw 2 more black dots. So in order to do that, we already have our black dot block, but we don't have a move right block. So let's add another ability. Tap on the gray plus symbol and add move right. M-O-V-E, right. Create. So let's pull that out and let's open it. And what we want it to do is move Stargirl 1 pixel length to the right. So to move, you need a red block. So go to movement and pull out move forward. And now we don't have to type 100 or whatever it was. We just have to type pixel size. So go to values and pull out pixel size. Put it right in there. Great. So now we can draw the first line. So let's look at the picture again. And it's 2 black dots, move right, 2 black dots, right? So we have those dots, so let's do it. So we have 1 black dot, and then we want another black dot, right? So let's put that under the first black dot, but before move right. And then we move right 1, and then we have 2 more black dots. Great, so black, black, right, black, black. Let's see what it looks like. Tap. Nice, that's the first line of the heart. Let's go back to edit. And now, let's add a new ability that groups those all into the first line. So type on gray plus symbol and type in line 1. Now let's pull that out under the yellow, great, and open it up, and let's drag everything in there. Now, one last thing with line 1 before we close it up. Stargirl starts drawing wherever we placed her in the editor. If you drag her into the corner, she'll start there. If you drag her to the bottom, she'll start there. But we want her to start in a specific spot. So for the first line, this doesn't really matter, but later we're going to need that specific location in order to draw other lines. So for this, we're going to use a special red block called set position. So let's go to the movement section, the red blocks, and find set position and drag it up to right in front of everything except line 1. And let's make it, I don't know, x is 200, y is 600. And drag that so it's the first thing in line 1. Now we're going to use this block a lot, and I don't want to keep typing it each time, so let's make this a new ability as well. So go to Abilities, type New Ability, and call this Starting Point. So pull that out right above the red block. There you go. And open it up, and put the red block in there, and then close it up, and now we always have that starting point. So we start this line at the starting point, so all we have to do after that is the black, black, right, black, black, and that's great. So close that up, and close up line 1, and you just wrote line 1. Yay! So how do we draw the second line? Well, it's all going to be in one block again, so why don't we start by adding a new ability and call it line 2. And pull that out and open it up. Line 2 starts 1 pixel down and 1 pixel to the left of the first dot we ever drew. So to show that in Hopscotch, we have to start where we always do. So let's drag out a starting point block. And then we have to make a move down block. So let's add a new ability and call it move down. And pull that out, put it under starting point, open it up. Now let's go to movement, and to move up or down we use change Y by. So let's pull one of those in and add, now this is a negative. To move up 1 pixel you'd have to just put a pixel in there, but to move down we have to do pixel times -1. So go to the times multiplier, which is that little X, and type in -1, and then for the second entry times pixel size. Great, you can close that up. Now we always have a move down block, so close that move down block up. Right, so we're starting this line 1 down and 1 to the left. So we've gone down, now we have to go to the left. We don't have a left block yet, do we? So let's make one. So tap gray plus symbol, type in move left, create. Let's bring that down right over there, open it up, and this is similarly a negative number. So let's go to move, which is a red block. If I move forward, and this is -1 times pixel. So go to the times, the multiplier, great, and then go to values and pick pixel size, and then times -1. Great, now close that up. Okay, so what we've just done is we've positioned ourselves 1 pixel down and 1 to the left of the first block. Now, what is this line? It's black, red, red, black, red, red, black. Great. So we don't have a red block though. So we're going to have to make a red block. So let's go to abilities and let's call it red dot. Now let's pull it out, open it up. Okay, so we have to do the same thing we did for black dot, so let's pull out a black dot, because that has to come before it anyway, and open it up just to remember what it looked like. So it's leave a trail, so we have to add that. So leave a trail, and the color is red this time. And the width is value, pixel size. Great. Move forward 1. And then to get back to the center of the dot, we move forward -1. Great, and then under the leave a trail, we have to add one more move forward, and that shifts us to the next dot, and that is going to be values, pixel size. Now you have a red dot block. Now you can close that up, and you can close up the black dot above it. So now we have a black dot, a red dot, and now we need, so remember, it's black, red, red, black, red, red, black. So we have a black dot and a red dot. Let's do another red dot. Another black. 2 more reds. And finally, one more black. You excited? Let's see what it looks like. Press play.
Wow.
Cool. Okay, let's go back to edit. So you should make sure that this is the order you have. You always have to start with a starting point. That's something I always forget when I do this. And then you move down to the starting point of the new line. And in this case, we had to go down 1 pixel and left 1 pixel. And then the colors were black, red, red, black, red, red, black. So make sure that's what you have. Great. So if you're making a mistake, just check over this work. And you can always pause and rewind to make sure that you're caught up. You ready for line 3?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so what do we do first with the line? Let's make a new ability and call it line 3. Great, so pull it out, open it up, and so this line starts 2 pixels south of the first dot and 2 pixels to the left. Do we have the blocks to do that? Great, so let's use them. But what's the first thing we have to do?
Starting point.
Yeah, so let's add a starting point. And then let's move down twice. And then move left twice. Cool. So now we have black, red, white, red, 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 black. So we're missing a white block. We can do the others first. So let's do black, red. So black dot and then red dot. And now let's make a white dot. So add a new ability. Call it white dot. Nope, not white dog. All right. If you accidentally misspell something, you tap on the editor button, which is that pencil, and then you tap on the title. You can retype it. Liza likes to write dog. Okay, so now we have white dot, and now we have to write that same recipe as the other color. So to remember, we can always tap the thing above it that shows us. So what do we need? We need to leave a trail. We need the color to be white this time. And then the width is values, pixel size, and then we move forward 1, and then we move forward again, -1. And that draws the dot and centers us, and then we have to shift to the next block. So we move forward after leave a trail, pixel size, which is value, and then pixel size. Check. And close that up, and that's your white dot. And let's close up that red dot too. Right, so this line is line 3, and it's black, red, white, and then 5 reds and a black. Now this is a new block, okay? If you have anything more than 4 blocks in a row, it saves time to use a repeat block, which is a blue block, and then drag that out under all that and type in 5. Now anything in here gets repeated 5 times, and so we want 5 red blocks. Red dot, right there. So that's 5 red dots and then a black dot. Okay, before you close it up, let's just check it over again. So you started in the beginning, you move down 2, you move left 2, and that starts the red line, the third line. And then you have black, red, white, red times 5, black. All right, close it up, play it. Nice. Good job. So that's super cool, except I'm already starting to notice that this heart is too big for the screen. So let's change the pixel size to 50. And look, we only have to do it once. Isn't that lovely? That's the point of values. If you had had to change it to something else without values, you would have had to do it, 50 times. But luckily, we only have to do it once. So now let's play it again. Let's see what that looks like. Whoa.
So cool.
Awesome. All right, ready for line 4?
Ready.
Okay, let's do it. So let's go back to editor. So to make a line 4, let's make a line 4 block, which is a new ability. Line 4. Let's pull that out over after line 3. Open it up. Drag in a start position. And now this line starts 3 lines below and 2 lines to the left of our start position. So move down, move down, move down, move left, move left. Great. Now we're starting, and now this is black, and then 7 reds, and then black. So black dot, no, under, move left. Great. And then let's use repeat times 7, and then red dot, and then one more black dot. So pause and check your work, and it should look like this. Great. So let's play it. Tap. Nice. All right.
Very cool.
You ready for line 5? Okay, let's do it. So edit. Now let's close up line 4. And let's make a line 5. So go to abilities, great plus symbol, type in line 5. Pull it out. Open it up. So line 5 starts 4 lines below line 1 and 2 pixels to the left. So let's go move down 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, where are we moving down from? The start. So don't forget the starting point in the beginning of every line. Great. So starting point, move down, move down, move down, move down. Move left twice. Cool. So now we're starting, and it's black, dark red, 5 reds, a dark red, and a black. So we can do black first. So black dot. And now we don't have a dark red, do we? So maybe we're going to have to make it. All right. So dark red dot. Create. Now let's pull that out. Make sure it's at the very end, but not outside of line 5. Open it up. And let's open up the one above it too, just to see what it was. Right, so it's leave a trail. And this is, I'm going to use this magenta color, because we don't have a dark red, but this will work. And then the width, do you remember the width? Pixel size. So go to values, and pixel size, and then go to the length, is move forward, and that's 1. And then we move back 1, so that's move forward -1. And then after we've drawn the pixel, we move forward the length of the pixel. So that's values and pixel size. Great, and that is a perfect dark red dot. So let's close that up, and let's close up the other one too. Okay, so our line was black, dark red, 5 reds, dark red, black. So let's do that. Black dot, red dot we've done. Now let's repeat 5. And in the repeat, let's put just 1 regular red dot. And then after that, let's put another dark red. And then a black dot. All right, so let's pause the video and make sure you have starting point, 4 move downs, 2 move lefts, a black, a dark red, 5 regular reds, dark red, and a black. And you should be good to go. Let's find out. Play.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, let's go back to edit. So before we move forward, Let's add one more block to the beginning of all of this because I'm noticing now that Stargirl is a little slower than she could be. So let's add a set speed, which is a red movement block. That should be right there under change Y, and put it below the yellow, but above everything else. And let's make it a trillion, so 9 bajillion. And now it should just be so fast. Great, so we have 4 lines left, but you may have noticed even with this super fast speed, it takes some time for Stargirl to draw all those lines, and I don't want to watch her print every line from the top, so I think we're going to give her a little help. So let's X out of this rule, which is right here, that's how you X out, and let's add a comrade. So go to the objects, and let's pick a friend. Let's pick Monkey. So Monkey's going to help out with the last 4 lines, and they're going to do it at the same time so that we don't have to watch this whole thing get drawn from the top to the bottom. When you're making really big pictures, you might want a lot of objects to work together. So let's add a new rule to Monkey, and let's pick when character is tapped. And we don't even have to do much differently. Let's just add a new line. So let's add line 6, right? Great, so let's add line 6. So call it line 6 and drag it out, open it up. Let's find out what line 6 looks like. So it's 5 down from the top and it's 1 to the left. So first we start where we always do, just the starting point. And then we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So move down times 5. So first go to repeat, which is blue. Plug in 5. And it's 5 move downs, so let's pull a move down in there. Okay, now let's go left 1. Great, so now we're in the right starting point, and the colors are black, dark red, regular red times 3, dark red, black. So let's do that. So black, dark red, 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 normal reds. 1, 2, 3. Dark red again. And black. Okay, so let's make sure that this is what it looks like. Starting point, 5 move downs, 1 left, a black, a dark red, 3 normal reds, a dark red, and a black. Now close that up and play that. So tap on both of them now.
Mind blown.
So cool. Okay, let's go back to edit. Now, are you ready for line 7? Let's do it. So the first thing with every line, let's make it a block. So new ability. Line 7. Drag it out. Open it up. Now let's look at the line. It's 6 down from the top, and it's not left or right, it's right below the first dot. So first we're going to do a starting point, and then we're going to go down 6. So let's control flow, blue, repeat, so 6, and then in the repeat we're going to go down, move down. Great, so now we can draw. So it's black, dark red, red, dark red, black. So let's add a black, dark red, then regular red, then dark red, then black. Is this a lot like knitting? Didn't I say it was? It's cool, right? So let's check our work. So it's nice that the lines are getting shorter now. We can look at them all on one screen. Starting point, 6 down, black, dark, red, dark, black. Close that up. Play that. Double tap. Heart attack. This is too cool. It's too cool for school. And it's probably in school in some places, but it's so cool. All right, let's go back to edit. Okay, we're doing line 8. We have 2 lines left. Are you pumped? So let's do the first thing we do with every line, and that's make a new ability.
Woohoo!
So line 8 is what we're going to call it. All right, let's drag that out. Let's open it up, and let's see what's going on inside. So I think we're going to want to do something special, and that's add a starting point block. So let's pull that in there, and let's look at line 8. So line 8 is 7 down from the top and then 1 to the right. So 7's a big number, so let's use the repeat block. So go to control flow, repeat, make it 7, and then in there, let's put a move down. So we're moving down 7. In the repeat block, thank you. And then we are going to do 1 to the right. There it is. That's the one. And now we're ready for some color. So let's see what this one is. It is black, dark red, black. So let's pull out a black dot, a dark red dot, and another black dot. Nice. So you should double check. Always start with starting point. Go down to where your line starts. Move right, black dot, dark red, and black dot. And just like Stargirl, let's add a little speed to Monkey. So let's go to movement and find the set speed block and put it in front of everything and make it over 9,000. There you go. And let's play. Let's see what this looks like. I'm really curious. Double tap. And I got such teamwork. I feel like these two must have known each other from before. All right, let's go back. Okay, so let's close that up. Line 8's done its duty. You can close up. And let's do the ultimate line. Line 9. So fine. This is so exciting. New ability. Line 9. We should name it something crazy. With the exclamation mark. Done. Okay, pull it out. Pry that puppy open. Let's put some stuff in there. I think we should put a starting point block. Let's see if that does anything interesting. Put that in there, and then let's see where line 9 starts. It starts 8 down and 2 to the right. So 8 down is pretty big, so let's go to repeat. Times 8. Check it. Bring it back up. Move down. So moving down 8, and then right to 2. So 2 of those. Great. So now we're where we need to be. Oh my god, this is a really tough line. We're going to need to draw a black dot. You think we can do it? Let's try. So find black dot and drag it under all that, and let's double check our work. Did we move down 8? Check. Did we move right 2? Check. Did we write this insane line? I think we did. So let's close that up. And let's do one more thing before we see this masterpiece. Let's go to appearance, which is green, and let's do set invisibility to 100. So drag that out. And 100 means fully invisible. So what we're doing is we are, despite these artists putting all this effort in, we want them to let the art speak for itself. So let's do that to Stargirl as well. After she draws all these lines, make sure to tap on the rule we've worked on, not a new rule. Go to green. So let's do the same thing with Stargirl, and let's go to appearance, and then let's go to set invisibility, and let's make that 100. Great. Let's stop. And before we draw this beautiful heart, let's change, just for kicks, let's change the size of it. What do you want to make it? Let's do 10. Or let's do 6. All right. So go to set value, that set value up there. And instead of 50, let's change it to 6. And now let's press play. Double tap. What are they working on? What is this secret thing they got over? It's a heart!
Oh my god!
That is cool. And there you have it, a super cool pixel heart. And now you can make anything you want. And I'm excited to see what you make. So go online and look up pixel art or grid art in Google and find something that you want to make. And just a warning though, start small. Count how many lines you have, and don't try to recreate the Sistine Chapel or anything. I mean, this was 9 lines, and there are art out there that are like a couple hundred lines. So, start with something you can chew on and then grow from there. And we're super excited to see what you make. The last note would be, when you publish, put pixel in the title so that we can find it. So we're super excited. We hope you had a good time. We're so excited to see what art you make, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.